All right, before we jump into today's episode, there's a couple of quick things that I got to announce from the network. First, if you haven't checked it out yet, we dropped our latest night shift episode breaking down 28 Years Later and Bone Temple, which, if you've never seen those movies, like I hadn't, they are interesting. They're not going to be for I'm not going to say very rewatchable. I'm just going to be honest with you. But if you're in a apocalyptic doomsday kind of mood, maybe it's worth a gander. Just saying. It's two movies, one in 2025 and Bone Temple in 2026. Some pretty solid actors in it, led by Ralph Fiennes. Honestly, it really does feel like one long movie. That's why we just blended the two together. It's just a really long, chaotic, post-apocalyptic fever dream that's kind of stitched together. So if you're really into that world, it can be a fun one. It's a fun episode, so just go ahead and tap into that one. Next up, we got a great episode coming your way next week. I'm going to sit down with a friend of mine, Sarah Maloof Brown, and we are going to talk about her journey into the mortgage space. We're going to talk about her athletic career, what she's done post-college. Tyson. That's going to be one that's super fun and valuable. I love having people on Deal Makers that have these athletic backgrounds because you really get to kind of dig into the psyche of what people were willing to do to get shit done. So that's always a fun one. And especially if you're thinking about buying, investing, or just trying to understand what's actually happening in the lending world right now, it's probably a good podcast to listen to. So hopefully we get a chance to drop that by the end of next week. Today, this one's going to be a little bit different. We have a family episode. Okay, family episode on the open floor. I'm joined by my dad, my brother, and we're bouncing around everything. We're bouncing around the NFL draft, the state of sports, some movies, random stories. Honestly, it's just one of those conversations that kind of goes wherever it wants to go. But we tried to live react to the NFL draft, which was last night. Today's Friday. So just wanted to preface it with that. Let's get in.
See him on TV enough, so I never heard of him. I like Reese a lot.
Well, here's the thing. I couldn't tell you any of these guys other than the nerd Mendoza because he's just one of the strangest dudes I've ever seen. I didn't really pay too much attention to college football this past year. It was so weird. I can't get behind all the NIL stuff and like,
I know,
I
dude.
miss the days of being able to be like, oh, I remember this guy and this guy and this guy. You can't do that anymore.
No. Other than a few, if they don't start or they get more money, they'll go to 4 schools a career now and they'll make all their money. And I don't blame them for doing it, but it isn't good for me as a fan.
No. It's not good for you as a fan. And I think the only thing that like stops that is the diehard college football fans, the ones that are like, well, the Alabama fans, for example. If you're at my school, I know everything about you.
But those fools just doubled down with their coach and gave him an extension. He's making $12.5 a year now. That coach is a loser.
Oh, my God. I mean, I swear to God, these people. It's unbelievable. I will say that this past year was bizarre with college football. Strangest season that I've ever not barely paid attention to. The rise of Indiana football is something I'd never, ever thought.
They earned everything they got, but I got to say, Shane, if they win 5 games this year, it'll surprise me. They can't put that lightning together again. Not only the quarterback, but the boasting coach who backed it up, which I didn't see coming. Yeah. He did a great job. The players, they caught lightning in a bottle, but man, that don't tell me you're Alabama or Georgia now because you had 1 year of the NIL go your way.
Dude, I can't believe first off, I had no idea that school had the most boosters in the country.
Indiana?
Indiana.
That's true.
Oh, it does. Look it up.
I think Penn State does.
Indiana has the most. Well, Colin, look it up since you're in the dark right now. Honestly, I don't know what's happening.
Sidebar, guys. Well, I have a sick girl that won't let me go.
You want to go hit a light switch? I need to get you some clap-on lights then.
Okay, I'll turn on a light.
What's her full name? Chloe Genia?
Chloe Freedom.
Bean. Chloe Freedom Bean.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. How awkward is the Roger Goodell hug with each guy? Babe, is that the lights?
Oh my God.
Guys, these are the lights.
I'll tell you
Is
what
that
was
good?
awkward was him and Terry Bradshaw bro hugging.
Oh, Terry, dude. That guy is hilarious.
Guarantee you he's drunk.
Shane was like this.
He's gotta
but
be,
I think
dude.
it's good. Yeah. It's perfect.
I feel like Terry would have been absolutely awesome to hang out with. And also probably one of the most unreliable friends that you'll ever have, because you're like, dude, this guy is just drunk all the time.
He's open about it, and
Oh, yeah.
he doesn't say I'm recovering. He just tries to manage it now.
There, Colin, this reminds me. So there's a new movie on Netflix with Jack Black and
I watched
Paul
Anaconda.
Rudd. Anacondas.
I told you that.
Steve Zahn's in it. Steve Zahn. They're all like from Buffalo, apparently. And Steve Zahn was like, I'm off the sauce, man. And they're like, oh, really? How sober are you? Well, I'm Buffalo sober. And they're like,
Yeah.
So what's that?
Only beer and wine.
Only beer and wine, and like some, like only occasionally some of like the clearer liquor.
Clear liquor. and then on an occasion, I'll give myself a break, but I'm working.
That's it. Buffalo
so funny.
sober.
He names everything except for whiskey.
It's so true.
And then he does some pills.
Oh, it's
Only
you
on
guys
occasion.
outrageous. Dude, the bro hug has to be one of the most awkward things. It's obviously like these guys worked their whole lives for this. They're freaking pumped. And then this guy, Roger Goodell, I don't know what to make of this guy. He's got to be one of the like either dullest hangs you've ever been around, or he's the perfect puppet for the owners. And
that's what it is. I'll tell you right now, I know somebody who worked at the NFL and they came back into another business, and I knew them before they went, and then they came back after 4 years.
Yeah.
And they described it almost like a cult. But the NFL everything is orchestrated. Everything is planned. They do everything to maximize the value of that brand. Everything, everywhere. There is nothing that goes unchecked, from the players to the coaches to the owners, all in the name of what they call the shield, the NFL brand. So in a way, he's taken it to a level that is well beyond how compelling the game is. It's all about ownership and return on investment now for these owners, and he's done an incredible job with that, however awkward he is with the players.
Oh, 100%.
To him, those are the product, but they're just a piece of the pie.
I was thinking about it. I used to think he was like, oh my God, this guy's like the worst commissioner. But that was probably, I don't know, 5 years ago. Since then, I never thought much of like Rob Manfred. Baseball's had a real turnaround with a lot of stuff. It's getting more interesting. Betting certainly helps with that. You have the NBA. I think everybody 5 or 6 years ago would have said Adam Silver is like pretty awesome. He's the best. And I think he's the worst.
Falling off now.
Absolutely.
They're awful. The worst watch at all until I get to the playoffs or one of these exhibition tournaments they do. And it's not like he's not trying, but the NBA is the most awful watch ever now.
It's terrible. And the thing that kills me, it's not it's really not the style of play. It's not really the players anymore, because, for a few years there, I think people were tired of the player empowerment thing and guys pouting, and it's being such a soap opera every week. But now it's like there's a bunch of dudes, especially young guys, that really play hard as shit every fucking night. And it's actually should be an awesome watch prior to playoffs. It just never is, because the way that they market everything in the NBA, the way that they have everything set up now, it's so goofy. It's like he's trying to be the FIFA. He's trying to do like, bro, you have the shield right here. Just do everything the NFL does and you'll be fine. It's mimic that. You don't need to try anything else. And unfortunately, they try all these other, like the in-season tournament. What the hell is that? What are we doing?
I'll give him credit for trying to do something. Go ahead, Colin.
Jeremiah Love, are you guys serious? That's huge.
Oh, I could
Well,
have told you that Arizona would have picked him.
I couldn't
I
have
feel
told you
bad
that.
for him. I'm a Notre Dame fan, and he's amazing, but you don't want to go to that dump.
No, dude, that place is a dumpster
That's where
fire.
players go to die. Your
But
career
he
dies
a
in there.
baller.
He is a baller, and so is Marvin Crazy Eyes Harrison.
Yep.
And guess what? They have no one to throw them the
Who's
ball
the
or
QB
hand it
there,
off.
dude?
I don't
Jacoby
know.
Brissett is
Kyler
actually
Murray.
really good.
I don't even know. They had a midget playing quarterback. I don't know.
They had
Dad,
one. Now he's on the
Jacoby
Vikings.
Brissett. He led the NFL
Oh
last
my
year.
God, with this Brissett. Seriously, dude? Really?
I mean, I'm not even kidding. He's holding out of workouts right now because he said, guys, you got to pay me like a top 5 guy. But by the way, dude, this is how much of a joke Adam Silver is. He tells everybody, look, there's going to be no more taking rest days whenever you want. If you don't play 65 games out of the 82, you can't win any of the awards which are tied to your contract extensions or super maxes or whatever. Like, you got to be an all-star. So all the players like, oh shit, we actually have to play 65 games. And then come the end of this season, there was a few guys like Luka and Cade Cunningham that he just said,
Yeah.
all right, well, I'll still give you guys all pro.
Exception.
Exactly.
Exception.
Yeah.
The council has ruled. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's so stupid. So I like, dude, don't even come up with these rules or make it so that it's like, I don't know, if you only play X number of games, you're only eligible for a max of second team
They're paid
NBA.
more than anyone else. Maybe baseball, but they play twice as many games.
Yeah.
NFL is the worst deal next to hockey. They're just not even a real sport in terms of the fan base and payment. Hockey's probably the hardest of all to play, but they get paid the worst. NBA gets the most, and they're like, man, I need a rest day.
Oh, dude,
you haven't played in 3 days. What do you mean you need a rest day?
To listen to that.
You only got 48 minutes of game time doing the thing you've been doing since high school. Go.
There's one guy who has earned the right to have a rest day. It's the guy who's 48 years old. Exactly. And still playing, and he's still like a top 15 guy in the league.
He's unbelievable.
That's what he did the other night with that run by KD and reverse dunk.
I told Griff, I said, dude, if he wins the championship with no one else on his team at 41, this championship counts as 6 championships. That would give him 10. He would be right behind Bill Russell. There's no more Jordan conversation. There's nothing. It's just LeBron.
Dude, I'll tell you right now, you guys didn't see Jordan, but
I did.
The quality of the killer instinct clutch factor, it ain't even close. Forget about it.
41 years old, Dad. With
I'm not saying who I'd rather be friends with and who I'd rather be on a team with.
Right.
I'd rather be friends with Jordan.
No,
I think LeBron's kind of a tool.
I don't think Jordan really has friends.
Yeah, he does. They're all white guys that fish. Jordan's friends with old white fishermen.
and race car drivers. He's as into NASCAR as anything else.
He's low key. He's Dave Chappelle in that one skit.
Where he goes whiteface?
Yes.
I thought you were going to go with the Obama one.
There's a lot of good comedians.
Like, hey, how are you? How are you?
Let me get your take on this, guys, because there's a lot of good new comedians. Nate Bargatze, Shane, what's his face?
Gillis.
I don't think anyone's close to Dave Chappelle. I think he's the best ever to me.
They all say that.
Yeah. Too. He's the best ever. What separates him
maybe Louis C.K.
is his storytelling ability. That's it. It's like that guy opens his mouth and you're tuned in to whatever he's trying to say.
All right, Titans are on the clock. They just made a pick. I don't really care about them. They're the loser
Arvel
club
Reese.
of all.
No, Dad. They got Saleh and Brian Dable. I actually like them, and I like Cam Ward. I think if they get Arvel Reese here, they're looking good.
Hang on. You're telling me that the Titans picked up Robert Saleh?
Yeah, he was
Carnell Tate off the board.
No, he's not. They did not take Carnell Tate.
Dude, this is why they're the Titans.
Oh, my God.
He's not even that good.
He's not that good. Arvel Reese is that good, by the way.
Wait, Carnell Tate's like a 10th pick.
That is insanity, bro. what are these people doing?
Just take Ty Simpson, guys.
This just goes to show you some teams
Exactly.
are they're just gonna do them no matter what.
They're
The
tanking.
Titans are on that list. The Jets, it doesn't matter who they pick. You know how many guys they pick that are actually good players, but they suck with the
Have you
Jets?
guys ever seen the Mel Kiper freak out on the Colts?
No.
Colin, you're too young for this, but you know who Mel Kiper is, obviously.
Yes.
And about 20 years ago, there was a draft like this, and Mel Kiper was at the. It wasn't as popular as it is now, but it was pretty hype. And he's at the microphone. You can Google this because it's a freak out. And Mel Kiper says this is their biggest need. This is who they need. They need a quarterback. It's the Colts he's talking about. And he's like, this is who they ought to take. I'm positive they're going to take them. And they take like a linebacker. And Mel Kiper's like, this is why they're picking top 5 every single year. They're the worst organization in the league. And then the ESPN reporter goes and tells the GM what Mel Kiper just said. And the guy's like, who the hell's Mel Kiper? Some guy who hangs around the locker rooms trying to get votes and get me to buy his magazine? He doesn't know a damn thing about football. And Mel Kiper's like, you're still picking 4th this year and next year and the year after that.
And that's why you're going to be
because it's a real freak out and it's all-time funny, dude.
Oh my
That's
God.
what should happen right now with the Titans. They have the chance to pick a number of guys who are way better than a wide receiver, and they need everything.
They do.
That is
But
wild,
this guy's not going to help Cam Ward.
No. You know what?
The best thing that'll help Cam Ward is a defense.
Well, I was going to say. So this is why dumb teams are always picking at the top of the draft, and unfortunately, these poor guys, unless you have to have like outrageous talent or be at a position like quarterback where you have control of the ball at all times and have some control of decisions. Otherwise, you're going to be just set up to fail, and you're going to be waiting. Just get through the first contract until you get to the second, and then you have a chance to get on a real team.
I could have understood if they would have taken the top linemen. There's 2 or 3 really good tier 1 linemen. Yeah. And you could say, all right, they're investing for the future for their franchise quarterback. But you're taking a subpar receiver. That's not the guy that is a game breaker from LSU. No. That's not a guy from Ohio State like that number 4. No. That guy is a man-child. He's not them.
So who do you take if you're the Giants with the next pick? Do you take Arvel?
That's who
I think
would
they
take.
will. I think they, because they have the 5th pick and the 10th pick.
Yeah.
I know they love Downs.
Well, that's my other choice, Colin. I think for me, Caleb Downs is somebody who he might be there at number 10 because he's not the teams between them don't necessarily need it. But for me, Caleb Downs' value is just as high as Reese. And if you get a 10-year guy like Caleb Downs, 10 or 12 years of domination, I might go with that because that's a game changer, man.
Yeah.
So could Arvel Reese. He could be the same thing. But I heard Boog McFarland, he made a good comment about Reese. He's like a Lego. You can play him in 3 or 4 spots, but if you don't have a plan around him, then he might not be effective for the value you're going to pay. Yeah. You got to have a plan for that kind of jack. They call him a joker, where you could play like not quite defensive end, not quite linebacker, not quite pass coverage. You play a lot of them. They call them jokers, but you got to design a defense that can appreciate that. And if you're not ready to do that, you shouldn't draft a guy like that.
Who's the DC for New York now that Harbaugh's there? I think the Giants are getting way too much love. Like, oh, Harbaugh's really going to turn it around. Brother, the Giants have been in the same spell that the Jets have been in, just not quite as long. And they've had good players that they have managed poorly. And Saquon being a fucking example. They can draft well. They drafted okay last year. They're drafted the year before that. It was shit. And there's just some of these teams that just do not draft well. And it's still the same GM, so we'll see how he does. It's still Joe Shane. But who's the DC with New York?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I heard if they get Reese, then they're going to put Thibodeau on the market. Try to trade him.
Urban Meyer said I would take Reese out of anybody in the draft because he's 20 years old. He was like, so you're going to get like 11 years out of this dude.
All right. That's a good perspective. He's a bit of a homer, though, because of Ohio State.
Yeah.
And he also wanted
I would
people to
take his
Tebow.
opinion in the NFL discussion. It did not
Although
go
he
well.
didn't really do anything for Tebow when he was coaching Jacksonville.
I mean, he got him a tryout at tight end.
He did.
So there's that. Right before he was shit canned for calling a kicker gay. Isn't that what he did? What did he do? He kicked the kicker. That's what he did.
Oh, Urban Meyer did, yeah. By the way, I saw you notice Jamel Hill on the Tebow thing. And she's like, I hate Urban Meyer because he did you dirty. He picked Tebow over you, and you're way better than him. I thought Cam Newton would be like, I was. And so what he said was, of course I was better than him. But let's agree on one thing. If he's not number one best player of all time in college, he's in the top few. And she's like, well, you think so? He's like, oh, yeah. I saw it every day. I saw what he did up close. I was next to him, and he was outworking me. He was outworking everybody. The linemen, the linebackers, he was outworking everybody. He gave all this love to Tebow, and he said he earned everything he got. And he said, look, I left for a better opportunity, and I don't regret that. But if it wasn't for my time with Tebow, I wouldn't have seen how to get to that next level. And when I got there, of course, I thought I was better than anybody, including Tebow. But he showed me how to be dedicated and be a champion. And for him to not take the bait from her,
of course,
I was real impressed that for a guy, I kind of like Cam Newton. I don't always agree with what he says, but he always has a reason for what he believes, and he's open about it. And whether I agree with you or not, he doesn't seem to be calculating. He's just his own guy.
He definitely is a guy that plays to the beat of his own drum. He's going to say whatever he feels, and that's his truth. Him and Tebow have a good relationship. Those guys, they don't hang out all the time. They did like a pickleball thing together.
That's great.
Like celebrity thing.
I saw a
Cam
clip.
is a super freak, dude. He's up there.
I saw a clip of Cam and Christian McCaffrey when they were in the Panthers, and Clay Matthews is yelling into the backfield, and he's going, "It's a wheel route. It's a wheel route. On the film, it's every time." And Cam was like, "You've been watching film, huh?" And he points at him, and Clay Matthews is like, "Yeah." And he's about to rush, and Cam said, "Watch this." And he throws it right to Christian McCaffrey, touchdown. And Christian McCaffrey came off to the sidelines, and he's like, "Dude, you said watch this, and you are so cool." Like talking to Cam.
I love it.
Yeah, something about him.
Something about I just can't quite put my finger on it. You know, he's in town this weekend. He's back in Baltimore. Stavi.
Dude, that is so funny. There's something about that. I don't know. Something about Joe Flacco I like more.
I can't quite put my finger on it.
They got Arvel. Oh, guys, the Chiefs moved up from the Browns.
I can't. Mine's locked up. ESPN's not.
They got Arvel Reese, Dad. The Giants.
The Chiefs did?
No, the Giants got Arvel Reese, and the Giants. I mean, and then Cleveland just traded their pick back to 9 with Kansas City.
That's the smartest thing I've seen the Browns do ever.
Dude, Cleveland needs to keep trading back. Honest to God, them and the Bengals. The Bengals might have been one of the worst run franchises too. I'll put them on there with the Giants.
I think the Bengals are good this year.
Cardinals, the Raiders.
Dude, the Giants are loaded. I don't know why my
TV's locked up, but I'm going to have to go on web now.
They really didn't need Dexter Lawrence. They have 19 top.
He's not even that good.
It's not about Dexter Lawrence. Like the Giants obviously didn't need him. He's a good player when he's healthy. He's really good. But the fact is they let the other guy go for nothing and then paid a number 10 pick, a first round pick for a guy. Is he going to be better than the 10th pick? Maybe for a year, 2 years, but you're paying him like 4 times as much. He's already on a 3rd contract. You're paying him way more than you would pay a number 10 pick. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just terrible management, dude. It's such a dumb franchise.
Yeah, I guess if I was the Bengals, I'd rather have moved up and got Arvel Reese.
Dude, if I was the Bengals, I would have
That's
traded my
exactly what should have
receivers
happened. You're
at
right.
I would have traded my receivers a while ago for as
Just saying.
much as I could have gotten for them to
Dude,
some of
2
these
first-round picks
dumb
each.
teams that would have been like, "Oh, yeah," and I would have bought an offensive
Didn't they already lose
God,
Trey Hendrickson? He's not on their team anymore,
Yeah,
right?
no,
he's
the
on the
Ravens
Ravens.
got him for
Okay.
free. He's just signed with the Ravens. I mean, it's awful. Awful
Dude, I
management.
bet you the Chiefs get that corner. They're gonna steal him from the Cowboys.
That's a good call. I didn't know the Cowboys were circling around. That is one of my teams to watch. They're
Same.
always interesting because they actually do draft well. It's one of the few things they do well. They suck in free agency, but they are damn good at drafting, and they still just always do the same. It's the same formula every season with them. Let's build up the hype. They might have a game or two where it's like, oh damn, what's up, Cowboys? You might be good, and then they shit the bed naturally. But I do like them when they're good. It's fun.
So let's see who they take because ESPN's predicting Mansour Delane. But the highest available, this could be a good one too. That guy Maligoa from Miami. He's the top lineman. He's a beast mode.
That's who I would get if I was. I think there's going to be 7 or 8, maybe even 9 linemen, offensive linemen that are picked, which always is in the first round.
Dude, the Chiefs literally traded both corners. They need a corner.
Hold on. The Chiefs traded 3 picks to move up.
But
2 third rounders and their 9th pick. All right, Cleveland's got some fucking game for once. God, they used to shit the bed here and draft a kicker with number 5 pick.
Is the GM? Who's the GM at Cleveland? Is it still the guy that was with the Chiefs?
Yeah.
The hell's his name?
Same guy it was. I can't remember his name. He's
John. Yeah, it's that guy. It's John. I feel like it's John something. What the hell? Losing my mind.
I'll get his name.
It's not John Stamos. Not John Stamos. Do you think John Stamos even talks on the phone when he's negotiating, or do you think he's just like, let's do a FaceTime?
Andrew Berry is his name.
Andrew Berry?
Yeah, he's a black guy. I think he's generally pretty good, but
who was I thinking of?
You were thinking of the guy that was on there when they were on Hard Knocks. There was another guy who did
when they got Kareem Hunt,
Baker Mayfield, and
Baker, which honestly, good pick.
That was a good pick. Yeah, they did pick Mansour Delane. That's a good pick. All right. They do need it.
Rams are loaded. Now, the Rams are, I don't know what they're doing. They're like the Eagles on steroids, just mortgaging future. They are. Didn't they coin the F them picks thing?
Well, dude, honestly, I heard this. This is kind of like a strategy that could work. If you're a good competitive team and you're picking 20th or later because you make the playoffs, maybe go to the second round. If you're in the 28th spot, you're in the, conference championship why would you who cares about a pick? I'm the 28th guy versus I could trade that to somebody who's a bona fide free agent or somebody in the league who I already know plays well.
Well, it helps
That's another strategy that a lot of teams are better at. Like the Patriots are good at that historically.
But it also depends on the franchise too. It's easier to convince guys in free agency to go to LA than,
that's true.
90% of other locations. So that is something to factor in. Oh my God. Andrew's already picked it. Yeah. Damn.
I want to know if he wore number 7 at LSU. I want to know his number. Okay.
So I will say, of all the LSU corners, there's yet to be a bust. I think the closest to a bust was probably Mo Claiborne, who was the big corner. You remember him?
But he wasn't really he didn't turn out to be hype, but he wasn't a total loser.
He wasn't a loser. He was good. He just wasn't whoa, dude, that guy was freaking.
Dude, they just churn them out. Cornerbacks and receivers, just one after another.
Receiver, you. And it makes sense because they're getting the best guys on both sides and just going after each other every day in practice. It really is. It's fantastic.
He
Jalen
came
Hurts,
out
I'm sure, would like a
yes,
word.
yes.
Jalen Hurts would like a word, but it's
I
too
think you
yeah,
said it
think of it.
right, dude. He's 5'11", 6 foot, 190.
It
I
gives
think
all
he's like
hey,
a 4'4" guy. That's good.
now, let me ask you this, though. If this guy was white and it was Cooper DeJean, you think he goes number 1 over Mendoza?
No, 5th round, yes.
Do you think
Dude,
we'll
he's
ever
right
get
there with
another
Denver's
Cooper
guy,
DeJean?
Riley Cooper. I mean, every time there's a game in Denver, now this would happen anyway because number 2's on the other side, but they are just burning up the airways to get to number 21 every chance they get. Like 8 out of 10 passes are right there.
Oh, it's so funny. I will say, like, DeJean, this freak athlete, I don't know.
He's a baller, dude. I
He's a
love it.
baller. The Denver guy is not, but it just reminds me of it reminds me of, like, the NBA stories where everybody was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll go after the white guy," and it's usually, like it'll end up being, like, a guy like a Larry Bird or somebody like that they try it on, and shut down. Milk check.
Yes. I gotta say, the guy from Denver is not awful. He's a starting cornerback. He's a good player, but he's not elite. But he could start on 25
Man,
other teams, I'll tell you that now.
they have to, the linebacker, he's damn good, isn't he? Who's the best linebacker that you've seen go in recent years in the draft?
Uh,
Let's
guy
talk,
from
like
Alabama, the guy who's down in Houston right now. No, he's a linebacker. Anderson or
oh,
Will Anderson. He's the
Will
guy who
Anderson.
comes to mind for me.
I still there are some damn good backers.
There's a couple from Miami and Georgia that are ballers. One guy's with the Ravens. He's nasty as hell.
Oh,
Uh,
he might be I was gonna say, like, these I'm
Queen or
talking guys that might be, like, Hall of Fame level.
oh,
Queen is good.
he's not that level.
Um,
Anderson could be.
Kuechly was my favorite. It's not because he's white. Kuechly was just so freaking fast and nasty.
You were right, Colin. Sonny Styles to the Redskins.
They had to. Yeah,
I
dude, that
know.
LeVar was a time, man.
They wasted him, though. I gotta
They
tell you,
did.
dude, the Redskins killed his career. He could have been Hall of Fame caliber with his talent, and for whatever reason, they made him out to be a moron, that he was, like, emotionally and mentally stupid, and I think if
Dude,
he would have gotten on the right team, he could have been Hall of Famer.
100%. He's a smart dude. He's always
Totally.
yes. Dude, he knows what he's talking but it's such a bummer because he was God, when did he graduate Penn State? Early 2000s
Like
timeframe?
2002,
One of
3.
my favorite God, what a time to be alive
I
and pay
know.
attention to college football. Oh my god. It was like before that, I would watch all the Miami guys, so it was the Miami linebackers, and then I got a chance to be to watch LeVar Arrington just absolutely annihilate people, this man child, and then we graduate from there to, like, the USC guys, and it was, like, Ray Mauga and
Yep, yep.
Clay Matthews and Brian Cushing, like, oh my god, bro. Cushing was a psycho, dude. A psycho. It
I
was
think he had
awesome.
moments where he was Hall of Fame, but
Yeah,
not long stretches of it.
no,
Plus, he was so jacked up on the juice that he got injured a lot. He was,
yeah.
like, such a psycho, a really good player, don't get me wrong, but these
He's in
athletes are wound so tight that, like, the injuries are a real thing for them for their career longevity.
well, they definitely are. I mean, it's I don't know. Oh, you know what? And then we go P. Willie. God, he's
He
another one
might
of
have
those guys,
been the
short
best
but sweet.
linebacker in recent history, like, generational, like, I don't think anyone's close to him in the last 15 years.
P. Will?
Yeah, yeah. Before him, I put Ray Lewis ahead of him, but earlier in his career ahead of him.
I think the only guy that would probably come close in recent memory is Kuechly.
You know, dude, I like him, and don't get me wrong, he's got the milk toast factor, but I just he didn't play long enough for me, dude.
Well, that was Patrick Willis for me. I mean, we gotta look up their years. The thing that bugged me abo so Willis got hurt with his knees, I think, right? Um, I could be wrong, but, Kuechly was like concussions. It's like, alright, well,
Yeah.
he's so fast, but he wasn't big enough to play that Mike spot the way that
No,
it
but he
for
was
an
smart enough.
extended period.
He's another one
Oh,
who was
dude, he's wicked smart.
yelling out the play to everybody, like, "I know what they're doing."
Know what they're doing. He's gonna go here, you go here. I just he did things that I could never do. Like, if you would tell me, like, "Alright, stuff the run, fill this hole." Alright, cool, bro, got that. Dropping back in pass coverage, yikes. I feel like a man on an island. What am I doing out here? And do it London Fletcher, sneaky good, dude. Sneaky. He should be Hall of is he not a Hall of Fame? He's not a Hall of Famer, is he? I feel like he's one of those guys that should be, but isn't. Oh, he's a little dude. Little bit thick, like a fire hydrant. Oh, Styles is 6'5"?
Hold on, say that again?
Say
Alright, even if
"Huh?"
that's fake, he's at least 6'4" and 225, 230. That is
Yeah,
crazy he's
um,
that big.
that's a big mofo then, dude. That's a
He is
big
that big. He's looking down on Goodell, and Goodell's like a 6'2" guy. Okay.
who's the last tall back was it, like, Hightower maybe? The last tall
Also
backer like that?
really good, yeah, he was really good.
Um, there was a guy, another Bama guy. This was when Bama and Clemson were going to the national championship every year. A guy that I just could not get enough of in college, and I don't know that his career turned out well in the NFL. I think it's pre-Will Anderson. It's, Patrick Queen was LSU, but, kind of
Yep.
around that time, maybe a year or 2 before. Was it Rashad? Um, damn
I'm
it,
Googling, give me a sec. I'll
I'm
come up with the
blanking.
list.
But dude, they had, like, 3 or 4 backers that were really good for, like, 3 years. Might have been. Maybe not Rashad Evans, the hell am I think it's gonna come to Rashad no, it's not Rashawn Gary, Jesus.
Okay, here's the top 5 linebackers from the Nick Saban era. Where the hell is it? It's, oh, well, you gotta say this guy, dude. Mosley has been amazing in the NFL.
Yeah, CJ
CJ
Mosley
Mosley.
beast.
You already
Freaking
named Hightower. You might
yep,
have been thinking of Reuben or, Evans. Um,
Ruben.
Dante Hightower, we already said him. He's really good, but,
Mm,
yeah. Oh, Reuben Foster is another one in
that's
that
it,
list.
Ruben Foster. Uh,
He ain't your
what a
favorite.
story, dude. What a
That
guy.
guy,
I forgot all about him.
he's a total thug, dude.
He will go down in history as the guy that actually he
He's
killed
the one who made the receiver
Antonio
from
Brown.
Pittsburgh turn into a freak.
I mean, Antonio, I'm sure, was a weird guy before, but now it's like, whoa. I said, "This is bad."
Ever since that hit, it was over,
Okay,
Rover.
stop it. Are you talking
Perfect?
about Antonio Bryant? Allegedly. Let's
By the
say that
way,
for the podcast, allegedly. Oh my
Australia
god.
is not that far away. We can find you in Australia if you killed somebody.
Dang it. Honestly, dude, it really does come down to who the hell these guys go to. What team are they going?
Okay, I'm pretty surprised that after, what are we, 7 picks in, 8?
Yeah.
And Caleb Downs is there. I'm not sold on Jordan Tyson from Arizona State, but I'm definitely sold on Malagoa and that my guy Makai Lemon seems to be a real player. I don't know. New Orleans needs so much. they'd be best taking the linemen in my mind because they do. Maybe they take Ty Simpson out of the blue, dude, because they don't have a QB there.
The Saints?
Well, I know they drafted Honky Tonk last year, but it ain't like he's good either.
They think he's
Neither's half
awesome.
and half the Rattler either.
Bro, they think he is the next coming.
Okay. Because he can't pass the ball.
Griff's down there. Could somebody just give the rat a chance? You'll see. He's good. He's actually good.
Dude, they picked Jordan Tyson. Okay. Well, then that's why you're the Saints.
Dude. That team, that's a oh my God, bro.
Well, they don't have Sean Payton there anymore, so yeah. It's okay. You know, that's a good call because they could pick up 3 more picks.
I would just keep trading back. Who wants it? I'm up. I am like at the bar with drinks. Who wants it, guys? Huh?
Now, if Cleveland were to take that lineman, that might be really good for Shedeur because their line is awful.
Okay.
Don't start it up, dude. Shedeur's their quarterback.
If you say so.
Well, who else is in front of him right now? If you believe he's durable enough to play, he's the best quarterback in the locker room. I'm not arguing that. I agree with you. Well, I was going to say, well, they're only paying him $25 large a year. I mean, sure, if you get in the game once in a while, that'd be good.
Is that the worst deal in sports history?
No, Russell Wilson is competitive with that. Yeah.
Oh.
But to Denver's credit, they cut it off and just said, look, we're from Walmart. We can afford this. Get him out of here. I don't care how much we pay him forever. We want to win.
That's right.
So bad, dude. Dude, Sean Payton, when he signed the deal, was like, hey, let's agree to one thing. He's got to go.
Yeah.
They were like, just see if you like him. No, I know I don't
need
like
to.
him.
He's
no, just give it a year.
out.
Okay. But then he can go? Oh, yes. Then he can go. Fine. Bo Nix, let's go.
And I don't I will say Bo Nix has exceeded my expectations. I didn't think anything of him. And I think that he's definitely one of these quarterbacks that's like an overachiever for talent level when you compare him to the other top tier quarterbacks. But dude, there's 32 jobs and he's probably, even if you're like,
he's right now in the top 10. I mean, that's not that would be a hard argument to say he's lower than 10.
Really?
You really think so?
I would say maybe top 20.
Okay, so let me ask you to. No.
Ew.
Okay, I don't want to see that. But let me Shane, why do you who are the 9 quarterbacks? Now I'm not talking about. I'm just talking like in general right now. Not over their career.
Yeah.
So, not playing on a different team, not all kinds of hypotheticals. He was already in the top 4 for the finals, right? He went to the AFC Championship.
Sure. Are we talking about a combination of accolades, athleticism, ability?
I'm just saying right now, given what you know,
yep.
Not the whole team, but the player, and he's in a system, and I think he's doing a good job in that system.
For sure. System QB.
But if you think about
he's got 2 in this division that are better than him. So Mahomes and Herbie. Herbie, you can argue because he doesn't have the success, but he's better.
I would still take him over Nix, yes.
Yes.
But now give me all the rest of them.
Okay. If you stay in the NFC West, Matt Stafford's better.
You would take him right now over Nix. So if you could have either quarterback start a game for you.
and it's a game for my life, yeah, I would have him, and
Well, I'm not
not even
saying a game
close.
for your life. You gotta play 18 games, 24 games, dude.
Okay, I'd still rather have him. I'd still
Okay?
rather have
Keep
Matt
going.
Stafford. Not taking Sam Darnold over him, sorry, I know that he had a renaissance, not doing that. I don't know that anybody's playing quarterback for the Cardinals, and I don't know who else. Is it Brock Purdy? It doesn't do anything for me. So nobody there. So we're at 3. Let's go AFC North. I would rather have Joe Burrow, even though, yes, he gets hurt. He's
Yep.
a shitty offensive line.
Better top side, but not they can't go a whole year without getting hurt, but I'm not gonna argue his
Uh,
talent is above him, yes.
100%. Uh, I don't know that well, I think Lamar Jackson is better than him. Would I rather have him over Bo? I don't know. I'd have to
Knowing
change the
everything I
whole
know
freaking
right now,
team
I'm
for this.
taking Bo Nix, not because he's a better player, but I'm taking him.
I'm taking him because I think he's more reliable, and I don't have to change the whole entire scheme around for him, and I think I can build
God, the
around
Browns are
and
such a
spend more money on
loser
guys that are actually
group.
good.
They take a lineman, but they don't take the best 2 linemen, they take the number 3rd lineman.
Well, listen, that's why they're there.
Spencer
That's why they're there.
Fano from Utah. Oh.
Alright. The Samoans, literally none of them have ever been hurt, ever.
Well, I agree with you, but I like SEC a lot, dude, I gotta tell you.
I don't Pittsburgh, forget about it.
No.
The Browns, forget about it. So I'm at 4 right now.
'Kay.
NFC North, I'd rather have Caleb Williams. I would rather have he's I don't know, Jared Goff, I feel like is better than him. You can say what you want. I know Jared Goff
Okay.
is like
You would admit that's at least debatable.
it's debatable.
Right
It's
now,
up for
for right
debate.
now, given where we are.
I think Goff has more talent. I don't know that I don't think mentally, I haven't had enough time with Bo to know how he is. I've seen enough of Goff to know, like, chips are down, maybe it's probably not your guy. I would say Jordan Love, depends on the day. It's debatable. You have, I don't know who the hell is gonna play quarterback, either Kyler Murray or freaking whoever the Michigan guy is at
No,
Minnesota. I'm
neither
not
one
doing
of
either
them are
one of those.
better.
Um, Josh Allen. I don't know
Yep,
who's
I'm taking Josh Allen for sure.
I don't know who's quarterbacking the Jets. I would take Drake May. That puts me at 9. I would have, nobody at all anywhere near the Dolphins, so forget about them. Um, the
I'd take Baker Mayfield over him now if you go to the
Yeah,
NFC, but that's it. So you're at 10 that
I'm
are,
not
maybe
taking
a
Bryce
couple of
Young. I'm not
debatable.
taking anybody in Atlanta. I think they're
It
disastrous.
ain't 20, bro. So
Uh,
maybe I'm off by 10, but, it ain't 20.
I would take I'd probably take Jaden Daniels for the upside.
I
Uh,
would, but he's proven to be pretty damn fragile also.
I tell you what, I would take Bo Nix over Dak Prescott. I've never really liked Dak Prescott. He had an awesome rookie year, and I think he is what people think Jalen Hurts is, like this guy who can sometimes he's a good leader, sometimes he's not, or like when it goes well, it's awesome. He's got all these guys around him. I, I think Jalen, he's probably got a little bit more throwing talent than Jalen Hurts. I think that I would take Jalen Hurts over Dak Prescott any freaking day. I
I
think
agree with that, and go ahead. I didn't know either, but dude,
Whoa.
I'm looking at him
Aloha.
now
How
and I'm
about that?
thinking, "What the hell was Cleveland thinking?" Because this guy is beef.
Easy, pal. Easy, milk toast. All right. Settle down, Wonder Bread. Now,
Well, you know what? Either way, they're both really, really talented. I think Cowboys are gonna get Caleb Downs now, and they won't even take more than a second to do it.
no, that pick is already in. Does it
Oh,
matter?
they need everything, dude.
They're the worst franchise right now. They just traded back one. I'm sure they got something else, but dude, they need like 100,000 picks. No,
What?
Miami is the 12th. Oh my, wow. I tell you what, I don't know, Colin, you're higher on this guy than I am, Trevor Lawrence.
He showed me something the last couple years. I will agree with you on that. Yeah, I think I would take him right now, knowing everything he can do versus Bo. I think Bo could have a better career only under Sean Payton right now. I'm basing all my Bo stuff on Sean Payton. If for
Oh
whatever
yeah,
reason they work together, then Bo goes right back to the bottom 10.
I think Bo is a really athletic game manager that has arm talent, and he can throw it. It's just I don't think that he's at the same level as a lot of he's not the
I
freak
agree.
athlete that some of these other guys are.
I think he's perfect for Sean Payton because he's
Yes.
gonna benefit from the game plan. He can turn a broken play into a first down.
Yes.
He doesn't make a ton of really bad throws, and he doesn't make a ton of like, "Oh my god, how did you do that?" throws.
But if you have a guy like that, a solid O-line, and a defense that keeps you in every single game,
That's what we're hoping for
then
in
you're
Denver.
gonna get to the AFC Championship more often than not. You're gonna get to a Super Bowl one of these times, and you're probably gonna win one.
I'm so thrilled that we picked up Jalen Waddle, dude. Can you
Oh,
believe we
that's a
got him?
great pick. That's a great
Me
that was
too.
a
And he
great
was just
pickup.
gonna languish in Miami. That whole they need to nuke that franchise. They're
Oh
dead.
my god. I mean, it's sad. It really is. It's it is I thought for a second the Jets were the worst. They're not. I mean, the Jets' expectations, you just know going in, it's cursed. It's bad. Miami, every now and again, they have hope, and it's like, wow, we have all these good. They have done such a poor job of managing that franchise the last couple of years. Jesus
Well, I gotta
Christ.
say, what they were hiring this weirdo coach who might have caught fire, in a bottle for a year, but
Oh,
that's not
McDaniels?
the profile. Yeah. He's like, you have to build a franchise around that.
What kind of
He's
freak
an
are you talking?
offensive coordinator type of guy. You don't want him as a head coach.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
that's
I'm
what I'm
saying, who
talking
are
about.
you? What kind of freak are you talking about?
Bro, I like his name, man. Look at his name, bro.
Honestly, kind of sick. This is like
Yeah, if you're running a club team, this is the NFL money.
Griff would love this guy. Griff would be like, if I was running a team, I would be McDaniels. Let's get creative here. Come on, guys. He'll be
But
back.
he's at
I
a
did hear
rehearsal.
they were predicting a ton of trades tonight. I feel like it's these mock drafts always the hardest to pin down. I don't know how these guys do it. They spend an entire year going through a mock draft. I'm like, dude, your board gets ruined in like a minute and a
The
half.
first 40 minutes, and then
Wait, wait.
the damn clubs get a PhD in lying.
Yes.
All they wanna do is tell the best believable lie to the rest of the world so no one knows what they want.
I was listening to McShay talk about that a little bit. He was on Bill
Where
Simmons'
is
pod.
McShay gone? Why did ESPN get rid of him?
He's at the Ringer now. I don't know.
Was
ESPN.
he also hooking up with Vrabel, or is it something different?
No, I don't think so. Dude, ESPN just hasn't been paying anybody. They have been uber like, let's just give Stephen A. Smith everything possible. It's like, dude, that guy. I don't know how he's not dead from talking too much,
Between
and
him and McAfee, I don't know how they can afford anything.
he doesn't know anything. Like, I never understood why they kept going. Like, I get it's a personality thing, but dude, you can't be somebody that covers literally every sport and pretend like you know everything. You can't. That's why you have experts in all these things. It's like, no, this is the sport that I watch. He's out there. They have him covering every possible thing. Maybe they were big on cloning. Maybe they cloned him. It's the only thing I can think of.
All right, Caleb Downs to the Cowboys, as we thought.
Yep.
Good for him and good for the Cowboys. That's a great pick.
Yeah, that's gotta be. I don't know that there's been a whole lot of teams that have drafted better than them in the last
No,
5
I
years.
mean, this is a thing Jerry does pretty damn well.
Man, they definitely needed help. Damn. Good for them.
Yeah. You seen any good movies lately, guys? I haven't even
Good?
watched.
Like what
All I
newer?
watch is streaming. Kathy and I look for streaming. We wanna have at least 2 seasons or more. I don't even watch it.
Well, TV stuff, I haven't really seen a ton that I've loved. I will say I've definitely seen some good movies, but I wouldn't say any of the new stuff that I've seen has been really good. It's entertaining, um, cheap laughs and stuff like that, but not, like, amazing. I think the best movie that I've seen recently that's been a newer movie, some people will disagree with me, but Fall Guy with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt.
I
Fucking
didn't see that. It got awful ratings, which gives me, hope that it's actually funny.
I never pay attention to the ratings because I think that they're usually shit.
Well, they're by critics, and critics don't,
Critics
like,
suck.
laugh at stuff.
No, they don't laugh at anything. They take everything too serious. But I thought that movie was great. Gosling is turned into over the last couple of years, like he's must watch, man. It's not that he's just a good looking guy. He's so charismatic when he is on the screen, and it's with guys, girls. His humor, his timing on everything is so fucking good. He is one of my favorite actors to watch, and his chemistry with Emily Blunt in that movie is awesome. I would definitely recommend that. Um, there's some other ones that I've seen, but I've seen most of my stuff recently has been like some of these random Netflix documentaries and things like that. Um, which is always weird. You never know what the hell you're gonna get with these docs. Um, definitely worth
Okay,
a
I'll
couple
try it.
hours though if you need something to like keep. Go ahead. What are you watching? Go ahead. Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the show, but I've seen the thing pop up on Netflix.
Don't tell me it's about being a vegetarian or something.
I hope not.
Beef? Okay.
Premise. Give me the premise. Yeah. Okay. Dad's like, "You have my attention, go on." I'm listening. Okay. So it's like White Lotus. I wonder if Mike White directs that one or writes that show. I do watch the, Your Friends and Neighbors show on Apple.
Oh, that was
Um,
good.
I won't spoil anything. I just I don't even know that I care too much about the plot line. It's definitely interesting. I think the actors they're just engaging. I just like watching them. The dynamics are pretty interesting. Um, it's good. They did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he went. Oh, and Caden Proctor, the tackle from Alabama went to, Dolphins.
Oh, poor guy.
That's probably likely.
They're coming up. Yeah, Cade. Who is?
Puka Nacua?
Oh, dude, yeah. You paid attention to any of that stuff?
No, I didn't see any of it other than he did put out some racial epithets and stuff, and he had to apologize for that, right?
He's like in rehab, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Think he's got what is it, calling an alcoholic problem or a drug problem? Well, yeah. That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah. Isn't it crazy how, like, do you know how many guys are like that, that you probably grew up with that could have been a Puka Nakua, but they just had their episodes too early in their life? It's like, man, they really just all they had to do was keep it together for, like, 5 more years, 10 more years, and they could have been the NFL leader in receiving yards.
He seems like it. Oh.
Dude, I would take that over Fernando Mendoza. That guy yes. Have you ever seen a Fernando Mendoza interview? Painful, bro. Painful. No, not even close, dude.
Oh my god, dude. They're not in the same breath. Are you
Not
kidding me?
even, dude.
He went to 4 schools in 3 weeks.
Okay, all these guys pretend to be super Christian?
Yes, that's true.
Goodness gra what is this guy wearing? Man, I will say they do get more and more creative with the draft every year, and, "Alright, now you guys are gonna go down a tunnel. You're gonna put this hat on. You're gonna do that." They do make it a freaking spectacle. Where is it it's in Pittsburgh, isn't it? Ah,
Woof. Dude, there's 350,000 in this parking lot right now. It's bigger than the Million Man March that wasn't real, but this is actually, like,
oh
a
my
lot.
wow.
This is real, I could see it. They just flew the drones over everything. Totally. Plus, what an experience, man, if you wanna go support your team. This is like this is just the draft, okay? This isn't the Super Bowl, it's in the playoff game. It's just the draft, and to get 32 teams times, maybe obviously, maybe, like, 10 like, 32 times 10,000 per team to show up for a draft. That's amazing.
Let's be honest, do we think there's 10,000 Cardinals fans on the
But I'll
planet?
tell you who goes everywhere? Freaking Pittsburgh Steeler fans, Raiders fans, Giants
Cowboys.
fans, Cowboys fans. They'll go to anywhere in the world.
Ironically, Packers fans have, like, a weird like, you
They
find a lot of
do.
strange. They're all over the place. Um, there are definitely some towns that they just travel, bro. They travel, but LA is
Not
funny too, 'cause,
Buffalo,
like, no
not
matter how good they
Denver,
are, nobody cares, there's other shit to do,
not
same with Miami.
Cleveland, obviously, not Detroit, but those teams we rattled off, they'll go 5,000 strong to this thing, and they'll be all over with their jerseys. This is like an
Mhm.
annual ritual for them. Same with
Oh,
the
you know
Jets.
who else? Niners. It's
Yep,
like
Niners, we got a national following, they do.
the teams that were, like, killers in the '90s or the '80s, even '70s, they have a damn good following. Now, some of the younger kids are all into the Chiefs stuff, um, just because I'm sure it's, like, the only shit that they've seen. "Well, this team's in the Super Bowl every fucking year." So, there is some of that with the younger crowd, but yeah, dude, there is probably, like, 6, 7, no pun intended, guys.
I went to Japan earlier this year. I really liked it a lot.
Japan's supposed to be pretty awesome.
Well, it was full of Chinese people because all of China wants to go to Japan too. There was hardly any Japanese there because China really loves to go to Japan. There's so much culture, so much awesome history in Japan, and the landscape is amazing. The little towns are so cool.
Supposed to be
It's
really
really,
clean.
really great. I like China as well, but amazing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be incredibly clean.
I've only been to Japan the one time and I loved it. I like loved it. But
I've had a few
we have
friends
like
go.
1,000 hotels in China, and we've got like 100 in Japan, so it's not the same. Tokyo is jam-packed. They're like that's like Baltimore on steroids.
Oh, yeah.
Tokyo's got like 30 million.
It's crazy.
It's huge. Huge, dude.
Oh my god.
Coolest thing I did was ride their high-speed rails. It's not just a maglev, which made it super comfortable, but they're so tech forward. You sit down in your seat and you order off of a QR code and they bring you a drink or food or whatever you want. And they just all of Asia, but especially Japan and China, they are so digitally oriented. Everything's on the phone. Like
That's cool.
no thought of credit cards and all that. You load it up on the phone. They don't do like cash. I've never seen it. I don't know what it is.
Don't know what this is.
Pay some transactions. They just don't even take cash, dude. If they don't even like credit cards, to be honest with you. They have WeChat Pay and Alipay in China. Oh, Ty Simpson to the Rams. What a great pick. Well, Shane, you were right, dude. They really do like Matt Stafford there.
He's 100 years old.
That's what I'm saying. You picked him over Bo Nix, blasphemer. Well, how do you feel if you're the guy from Georgia now who's been backing up there for 2 years? No, Stetson. Stetson the 7th or something.
Oh, dude, it's bad.
I actually think Ty Simpson's pretty good, and let him go sit for 2 years behind Matt Stafford and learn from a master. Matt Stafford's a Hall of Famer. I mean, the way the Hall of Fame is these days, if you start at 3 years, you're in. And so, I think this is a great opportunity for Ty Simpson, and if he can play at a level that he's maybe capable of or what we've seen in patches, he only played 12 games in his whole career.
Yeah.
Right. It's not hard to look good in Alabama, dude.
Well, assuming Puka can get out of rehab, he's going to have him, Devontae Adams, who, even though he's an aged receiver, still
He's
pretty
got
damn
2 or 3
good.
good left.
I know. Still pretty damn good, dude. Okay. Dude, that's the
He's
thing
like
I was about
barely
to say
30,
too.
dude.
Like,
That
hang on.
guy's so old, he's 28. Can you believe him?
The thing is, too, I looked at how old LeBron was. This is probably like 2 years ago, and I'm like, fuck, dude, he's 5 years older than me. He's 5 years
LeBron's
older
closer to my age than your age, dude.
But it's not even. I mean, it's crazy when sports how we're like, oh my god, this guy's got a foot in the grave. He's 30.
Even more than LeBron, guys, let me get your reaction to this next statement. What Tom Brady did, better than LeBron even.
I think athletically, in terms of like what you can do with your body, LeBron's is more impressive because he's playing more games. He's doing more is expected of him physically than that is of Tom Brady. For Tom Brady to do
Tom
that,
Brady at a high, I mean, both of them at a high level into
yeah.
their 45, dude. Brady was 45.
Dude, Brady, I guarantee you if Brady was to put a helmet on right now, he could still sling it.
This is crazy. Someone had this stat on Facebook, so it's not my comment.
What's wrong with that?
But if you look at the 20 some years Brady played and you split it into like 7 or 8 years per chunk, every one of those 7 or 8 years is a Hall of Fame career. He's got like 2 Super Bowls or 3 in every 7 or 8 year chunk.
I mean, the dude's like a freak.
All kinds of accolades. And I'm an Elway guy, don't get me wrong, dude, but Brady's the best ever. It's not even close.
It's hard for people to accept it because he's not athletic. And it's like, how can you be the best ever at a super athletic sport by not being a good athlete? And it's because Well, there you go. Well, he's not the best ever, but I get what you're saying.
I will say that in my mind, Brady epitomizes he's a Goggins of the NFL. What are you willing to give up to be the best? Your wife, relationships, friendships, money? What are you willing to give up and commit to be the best ever? And he did it all, dude.
Dude, he did it all. The thing that separated him from every other guy was primarily that mentality. Like, I'm just willing to do what others are not. But his ability also on the field to process information at lightning speed is what separated him, because it wasn't
his accuracy, decision making and accuracy.
Yeah. I mean, he's at a
The other guys
deficiency
can make
athletically.
decisions fast, but they're not as accurate, or vice versa.
Yeah.
They're accurate, but they like Tebow, I thought was a really great athlete, but he couldn't make decisions and too slow in the pocket. But Brady, dude, lightning speed with decisions before the play was before the play started, he knew what was going to happen. No one else is at that level.
Well, Manning was probably the only one that was as close to like repetition and he did.
Yes, and he had it with Denver.
But for the meticulous repetition of stuff, you would watch Peyton and you would watch Tom freak out on their receivers periodically, because it's like, dude, we've run that route 1,000 times. You know where I'm throwing the ball to. I'm throwing it to that spot every fucking time. And you, instead of cutting it at the 7, decided to cut it at the fucking 8, and now I'm throwing it to your kneecap.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Get your shit together.
That's what they freak out on.
Yes.
And they were perfect with the throw.
Yes.
And the guy went a yard too far and it's incomplete, and we needed that. It was 3rd down. And that's the level of like commitment. You're right on with that, Shane. That's what these guys do at that level.
It is.
And then you see other super freaks who are like Cam Newton, Lamar,
even a Josh
other
Allen,
guys
dude,
who are way better athletes, but they're not a commander of the system and the offense. And
no,
but they've had great careers. Even Josh Allen, I don't think he's right in that other secondary crew. His pure ability is great, but he's not a manager like these other, like Peyton and Aaron Rodgers, probably Drew Brees, but nobody's better than Tom Brady. Nobody, not even close.
No, I mean, it's the thing is too, like that's probably the only thing that we're really missing from quarterbacks today versus quarterbacks from 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20 years ago, is the ability for these guys to put the ball on a spot is better than it's ever been. I think there's other guys that have better arm talent, like Dan Marino. You could put that guy in any era. It's not going to matter. He's going to freaking put it where he wants to. But these guys know so much more now than we ever have at a young age. More is expected of them at a young age. They are doing all these different things. The offenses have changed, but I don't think any of them, and maybe it's partly because of how college football has transformed over the last 20 years with Urban Meyer making everything a spread thing, but I don't think any of them can process information in the same way that some of these old heads can.
They do 1 or 2 checks, and it's like, get rid of the ball. We'll play the next series.
Exactly. That's your
and it's 1 or 2 checks, then run.
Yes.
Like for Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, it was 1 or 2 checks and throw the ball away.
Yeah.
Now it's like, oh, but just run for it. That's what I expect you to do.
But that's and it's weird too, because we're expecting a Kyler Murray, a guy like that, who is playing that way at every single level, except when he gets up to here, up to the big boys, it's like, dude, that's not going to fly. You actually need to do stuff.
Murph got a hold of a Slim Jim.
Classic. Needed it.
Actually, I let him lick the wrappers, but he usually doesn't go this crazy.
Had to have
it. Brought it to me. He wants a treat because he brought it to me. Don't you, buddy? He did.
Penn State usually it's weird to me that they have had such a, like, disappointing, uh,
It's poor
tenure in the
coaching,
last
dude. I gotta
'cause
tell
they've
you.
had so many good guys, man,
I
so
know.
many awesome
Go Penn
players.
State.
It's really
And it's not like they're
it's a
6 and
bummer.
4, but for
No,
Penn State, 9 and 3 is a loser season.
I know.
You're not even barely in the playoffs, and if you are, you're out in the 1st or 2nd round.
But even then, like, dude, I remember even in their really good years, they're playing against an Ohio State, and they just can't get it done. And it's like every year, like clockwork. And it's a damn shame because God bless they've had some ballers on those
And
teams.
it's not like they're not funded. That
No.
university spends the money.
Yeah, they do. They freaking do. Good lord.
Speaking of that, Colin, did you get a email like I did from Towson? They're trying to get an NIL fund going, and they wanted me to contribute. I sent it right to the foff.com but mailbox, but that's
Wait, what? These schools are out of their fucking minds.
yes. I'm not paying them anything, and they've been chasing me for almost 30 years now. I'm not giving them a dollar.
It is
I gave them the money
astounding.
to go to school there. We had a fair exchange of value, money and performance. That's the end of the relationship. I'm not giving you more money.
With the amount of money that these schools already rake in, even the state universities that are getting more money because they're purposely pushing out in-state kids so they can get the foreigners and the out-of-state kids
Yes.
because they can make more money on tuition that way. And they have the audacity to come after you for more money. Maryland does the same damn thing. They're like, guys, we are at it again. It's another fundraising thing. I'm like, can you fundraise for me? Like, I'd like some of this money. What the fuck is this? Stop asking me for money. I don't have any. You're a giant university. You have all the why do you even like have sports? Sports are for games where games can build revenue. Why do you have tuition? Because you keep building more and more shit at this fucking school. You can't I mean, the campus now, in College Park, outrageous compared to what it was when I was there. Like, when I was there, big. Now it's like, it might as well be a Tokyo. It's freaking high tech everything. They've built up so much. It's a completely different, like, campus. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, it's awesome. There's still some staples that are there, but Jesus, totally different. And then you're like, "Guys, gonna need a little more." Doesn't make
This
any
is so
sense, man.
stupid, dude. This guy, Ruben Bain, finally got picked. But the reason they said he didn't get picked earlier than number like 12 or 13, no, 16,
It's the
his
short
arms
arms.
are too short.
Deacon Jones.
He Jones. Okay, well then, well, why do you ignore what he did on the field? Like you saw
Because the
him
film
deliver.
shows him trying to tackle guys.
Good
Almost got him.
Well, you're right about that. He is like he does have an afro going. And he put the
He
bro
definitely
hug
he looked like
hard
Bernie
on.
Mac. What you mean?
And he went to
Dude, we
Tampa Bay.
loved
Good
watching
for
the
him.
Bernie Mac show. Do you remember
He's a good baller,
that?
dude.
Baller.
6'2", 260? Come on.
No, mate. Buck's got a good one. Plus, do they still have who else is rushing? They still got Vita Vea, right? Dude, it doesn't matter.
Who?
He's a Samoan. They don't
Who?
age. He's
Oh.
also just clogging up the middle, but they had a couple of no, they don't though. Man. Yeah.
Of course, now Boog is defending him.
He says, "Heavy hands."
Yep,
The
heavy
little
hands. I
Burger
was too
Kings
small. I was too slow. All I was amazing, and he will be too.
Too small, too slow? Dude, Boog McFarland is one of these guys I can never decide if I like him or not.
Well,
Sometimes I'm like, I
I
think it's
always
one of
liked
if
his
I agree
tape,
with what he's saying, I'm like, "Alright, he's got a good point." If I don't agree with him, I'm like, "This guy's a moron."
but somebody whispered in his ear and like, "No matter what you do, just say something."
Yeah.
So
He's
he's
always
always like, "God, I got an opinion."
It means something.
I will say that the spins for the quarterback is another one of those.
That is
I
one of
think
the
it matters more for an offensive lineman with your short arms than a defensive lineman because
yeah.
defender, you can get by that.
Well, it's also he's one of the fastest guys out there, so that's why it's like,
Yes.
it doesn't really matter, he's gonna freaking run by you guys anyways. But for offensive linemen, it definitely matters, particularly on the edge, though. Center, it's like, it is what it is.
You're
But
right about Will Campbell.
oh, I know. He's got Burger King hands and T-Rex arms,
He did get destroyed, by the way. Even Denver worked his ass over.
and the excuse is, "Well, he had a hurt knee."
No, it's not his knee, it's his heart.
So they asked the Patriots guys, like, they're like, "So, obviously, we heard about all the short arm stuff. Do you think it's time to draft a tackle and then move him to guard? He'd be a great guard." And they're like,
Okay, the first surprise
"He's
pick,
our
dude.
left tackle."
Tight ends, Kenyon Sadiq to the Jets. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. He's a baller, dude. Yeah. He doesn't have the wheels of a Shannon Sharp, but he's got the same feel.
My brother,
Yeah,
Shannon
I'll
was
see it when I believe it when I see it.
I don't really
Really?
trust guys from Oregon, so hold on, let me take a
I
look at the
agree with
tape.
you on that. They're usually soft.
Okay,
Okay,
combine
well,
means nothing to me.
that's
Let me
not
put my
compelling.
McShays on and watch the tape. 6'3" and 1/8, 241. I love that football
Kinda
guys,
reminds me of
they're all
Travis
pretty
Kelce
accurate.
in a way.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, got picked up by the Eagles.
classic. You think this makes it so that they 5 and oh, they already said it?
Who?
Like, officially?
Oh, AJ Brown? So they're gonna pick up 2 players, AJ Brown plus Diana Rossini.
Playa.
You know, I gotta say, I don't think that's news. I don't care that they're hooking up or not. I don't know why everybody's
Careless.
reporting on this.
Who cares?
Okay, so what?
Dude, do you know how many players and coaches do all that stuff? Like,
You gonna
I
put
don't
all the
give a
side
rip.
chicks on the newsreel now?
Uh,
I don't like anybody cheating on their wife or husband. I'm not
oh, no.
advocating it. I just don't think it's news for ESPN or the world
No.
other
Their
than they're 2
business.
celebrities, and it's just like, that's your personal choice. I don't wanna be part of that. That's not newsworthy to me.
No, it's TMZ is what it is.
Bro, that's exactly how you need to look at it.
Oh, god.
Here's my little pal.
Um,
What are you trying to do?
alright, so we can wind this down then. We're at the 20th pick. Well, I guess 21st pick. Pittsburgh's up. God knows what the hell they're going to do. That is another franchise that is totally rudderless. I have no idea what they're going to do.
Dude, I got to tell you, every now and again, this strategy works out, but mostly it doesn't. When a team is a perennial good team, but they're not great, and they say, I want to be great. We're blowing in the hole. Like Denver did that.
Yes.
And they got Sean Payton, and they actually are much more compelling now.
Yeah.
I don't know that Pittsburgh or Baltimore will be better from jettisoning their coaches. Both are really good coaches. And I don't know that either franchise is going to be better for what they did.
I think the Ravens have a much better shot at getting better because they have infrastructure that's very involved and they're very smart and methodical with how they do things, and they have a history of that. John Harbaugh was a part of it, but he was not everything.
I agree with you on the GM factor and the other they had a whole system. I agree with that.
Pittsburgh, God knows. I mean, I think they're totally content being 9-8 every single year for the rest of their lives.
Well, that's what they're going to be probably.
I mean,
who's this, Mackay?
Oh,
well, how do you feel about him though?
Yeah, for real.
He's your 2026 Shadur.
Oh, seriously. Okay. Oh, look at him. He's talking like.
I agree with you on the dark glasses inside the dark. I mean, I'm not a fan of that.
Look at him. Look at him just constantly weaving.
He ain't even talking. He's just weaving.
He's just juking around. Yeah, it's like us. Like, bro, you're barely even brown.
All right, I see best available on the board is a guy named Jermod McCoy. I never heard of him. And Dylan Thieneman, a honky tonk from Oregon.
Oh God. I saw is David Boston's son a receiver for Washington College? Or not Washington College, you know what I mean, University of Washington. I saw Boston on there as one of the best available.
I don't see him. Jermod McCoy, I never heard of him.
I only remember that guy for having the biggest arms for a receiver I've ever seen. He was also in front of the mirror doing.
Oh my God! So Pittsburgh's getting ready to make a pick, and we can wrap up after that pick.
What the hell is that?
Now they got a solo coming from a band.
Oh my God! Who's the band? Are they from Pittsburgh?
No, it's like from the 80s, 70s even.
Oh my God. Okay, we can wrap it here, dude. Jesus. We already lost Colin. Look at him. He's out. Holy smokes.
Oh, his phone died.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, you know what? How about that for we're at 22nd pick. I really don't think there's going to be anything else that's like earth shattering with the draft. The first round's always the funnest though.
Of course. And it's always fun hooking up and talking.
100%.
And we kept it mostly PG this time.
Thank you for joining me, man. Appreciate it.
I love you, Biggs.
Love you too, man. We'll
Have
catch
a good
up.
rest of the night.
All right. See you, man. All right, everybody. That's a wrap. First off, big thank you to my dad and my brother for jumping on. I don't know what the hell was going on with Colin's technical difficulties. My man was in the dark. We need to get him a generator. We'll start a GoFundMe so he can get some electricity. Jesus. I love hanging out with those guys. Unfortunately, when you get older, you don't get a chance to hang out with your family quite as much as you did when you were younger. It's the nature of it. But those conversations always go into 100 different directions. So if you made it through the entire episode, God bless you. We appreciate it. If you enjoyed this one, make sure that you check out everything else that we have going on across the network, from the night shift to the deal makers. We should have some more open floor podcasts coming. Also going to have, hopefully in the next 2 weeks, a new Stories of the Seventh State dropping, which should be a lot of fun. And we put a pause on the Clockers series, but we're going to hopefully try to get that ramped up again this summer. covering some of our most watched television shows that we love. And speaking of that, we do have a night shift episode that we're filming this weekend. We're going to break down Whiplash. We're in the final days of CK month. So our dear friend Colin Kennedy is going to help us break down Whiplash. We got a little Miles Teller, a little J.K. Simmons. It's one of the most intense movies out there. And we're aiming to have that one ready for you guys early next week. That's just going to be a really good one, I think. So stay tuned. Make sure that you're subscribed wherever you are listening or watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.